Alright guys, so 5 habits that you can have to improve your flat ground skating. Or maybe not improve, but just improve the session of how it goes. This doesn't necessarily mean learn a new trick or dial in the tricks you already have, but those things may come as a result of of these habits that you improve upon, hopefully. So 5, starting with the first one. If we want consistent results, we need to think about the inputs and how they can be consistent. So we can easily just start off with the first one, which is making sure we get closer to our board so that our whole body, including the hips, are engaged when we start off every trick, right? That's gonna get you the snap, that's gonna get you that how would I say, like that effective or efficient leverage, I think is the right terms, right? You don't want to be just being lazy about every trick and missing your pop. Now, everyone has a different style, so the way it looks on how someone engages may look different, but the idea is simply making sure that your body is engaged in the way where it's gonna reach the pop and the flick in the most effective manner. So that's number 1. Number 2, you want to make sure that you're switching up the stances you skate. So if you're someone who normally skates, like many people, regular and fakie, I want you to think about switching up the stance, skating switch and nollie. Cool. That's number 2, right? Yeah, number 2. Number 3, very similar to the one before, but try to spin the opposite way from what you are comfortable spinning. So for example, some people might be more comfortable doing back threes, whereas front threes they just avoid because they feel very off. So I want to encourage you to just incorporate both sides into the equation. Same thing with if you do a lot of front shoves, incorporate some backside shoves, some impossibles, so on and so forth. It can go, if you do varial flips, try some varial heels, if you can do them, right? Now, the 4th one is around discovering and exploring new opportunities. And the ranges started pouring. We're gonna go to the middle. This one's about like opening up your mind in a creative manner so that you're discovering and exploring different opportunities. That can mean different variations or just different ways of doing a kickflip. For example, I might play around with putting my foot a bit more out, like hanging off towards the heel side, and see how that switches up the approach to doing a kickflip. I might bring it in here like a skater. Have you guys heard of Aimu? He's a Japanese skater. He puts his foot like right here to do a kickflip. And I might see how that changes things up. It's about exploring different variations, right? And that doesn't necessarily have to mean with tricks that pop. You can think about even just doing things like this. And seeing what's comfortable, what isn't, right? Like no complies. Can you do a switch? Exploring, being creative, discovering things with the skateboard. Andy Anderson, I feel, is a great representation of this 4th habit. Now, the 5th habit, oh wow, I'm kind of blanking. What was the 5th habit? I have to remember it. There's no way I'm going down, switching up the stances, and the direction. That's 3. 4th one, exploring. Oh my God, what's the 5th one? Do you remember?
I thought the 5th one was exploring.
I mean, there was one of them, but there's... Wow, I forgot. Oh my God.
Want to mention that?
No. Well, okay, so I'm going to give the bonus one, and if I remember the other one, there's going to be a bonus one at the end, but I forgot the 5th one. So anyways, another habit that you can build on top of, that you can build, and it's going to help you build your flat ground game, is making sure that you're starting your sessions as unrestricted as possible. What do I mean by that? What I mean is not feeling so stiff. You know, it kind of aligns with the first tip. And the way you can make sure that this isn't so like you don't get so paralyzed by the analysis of this whole idea of making sure you're getting low. A way to make it more natural is getting a little massage ball. You know, a tennis ball works fine, it has for me, or even a foam roller. So here you have the foam roller here. This is gonna loosen up the fascia, the muscles, and allow you to rotate and even just move your legs in directions that are usually restricted, right? Sometimes I feel like, for example, me, it's hard for my right leg to externally rotate. So when I go about, on those days when I go about doing switch frontside flips, if it's hard for me to rotate this way, it's gonna be harder for me to lean into that side like I talk about we need to. And because of that, it's even harder to just do the trick because I can't even settle my weight in right. So it really helps to have a massage ball, massage the glutes, the quads, hamstrings, calves, just anywhere where it might feel super tense. That just can be 5 minutes. It's just to build a habit. But of course you can do this thing at home before the session or before the day even starts. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit. How much time do you have?
6 minutes.
6 minutes, okay. So we're gonna talk a little bit about each of them and give some examples. The first one, this is a trick that I really have to consider incorporating this habit in, and it's switch heel flips. Switch heel flips have always been a trick where it's difficult to actually get the leverage to do the pop, right? And I didn't realize it then, but when I first started doing them, I was closed in, right? Extended. I was over here. I could only get like this far, and so it was hard for me to really reach that pop. And so now incorporating that idea, that habit, with switch ollies, you know, right here, fakie, like just making sure I get lower in all different stances. So combining habit 1 and 3, I think, is what the one I mentioned. It allows me to then come to switch heel flips and make sure I can actually set myself up for better chances to be consistent in switch heel flips. So I get lower. You see, I can never do this like where I'm pretty much touching the hip flexors with my core. I wouldn't do that before, but now that I can do that, it's more reactive and I get an actual pop out of a switch heel flip. No, I didn't pop. But, oh, it's because I was like this. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Oh, it went blurry right when you popped.
Oh, no way. But you guys heard it, right? It's not a trick that I have dialed in, but I noticed that I hear that snap more often when, as I got better at really making sure that I engage my whole body. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. So that's what wouldn't happen. Look, before I'll do a switch heel. I'll do switch heel, and this is how that would be. You see the difference?
Yeah.
I would have them consistent, but they would not feel comfortable when I took them downstairs or onto manuals. Now that I can engage my whole body and especially the hips, that snap is just that much more reactive in a way where I trust it now. So that's an example of why the first habit helped me with my flat ground skating, because once I got confident in doing certain tricks flat ground, as I got better with certain tricks flat ground with this habit, I could then take it to other spots. So that's kind of like a bonus, I guess, that I discovered. Now the second one, different stances. Forever I would avoid, I think I was actually never so avoiding with switch, but I was very avoidant with nollie tricks because they just, I could never really get that snap, right? Like, and it still doesn't feel so instinctive, you know, or intuitive. So I would avoid it, and whenever I played game of skates, they just were never good, or filmed a 5 on flat and then I did like a nollie flip or nollie heel, they were bad. So point is, I avoided them, and once I started not avoiding the nollie stance, everything just started to open up. Even tricks like a nollie backside flip, I don't know if I'll get it right now. That's so bad. Let's do it again. But even tricks like that one, I would improve because I started doing more nollie, like these are just nollie 180s, right? Back side, front side, and then more tricks like nollie back 3 or nollie front 3. Started to open up. Oh, let's get down. See, tricks like that, I always avoided. I could do here and there, but it wasn't until I started just improving the nollie backside, nollie front side, very basic tricks in that different stance, that those habits, little by little, incrementally, resulted in doing tricks like nollie back 3, nollie front 3 on hips, and even out of ledges and manuals. And so it's just a good habit that sets you up for success outside of skating flat ground. It's so crazy, like the sun's out and then it's raining all hard. Okay, so that's why you want to explore different, how would I say, switch up your stance. And I don't just mean skate switch or nollie, I mean just whatever stances you normally skate. Some people normally skate fakie and nollie, and they avoid regular stance and switch. So you just, if you're that person, skate the stances you're avoiding while you're skating flat ground. Huh?
I remember the fourth one. Or the
What is it? What is it?
ramp up your tricks slowly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And so the other one, now this is going to be the bonus one. We'll get to it though. We'll get to it. So, okay, we went over the second one, which is switch up your stance. Third one, switch up the direction you are, you kind of avoid. So, for example, normally I would do backside big spins. Sorry, I still do them a lot. Normally I do backside big spins, but I would always avoid front big.
Oh. Hey, that's why?
That's why, exactly. No, but I avoid them because they feel very uncomfortable. So
That looks so beautiful.
it looks very beautiful. So so slowly the habit that I started to build was, maybe I don't need to go for that trick right away, but I can do that trick at a fundamental level. So what I mean by that is do more from 180s, right? And switch, front pop. Because what a front big spin is, skate math is a front pop 180. And so as I just started doing those more on flat ground, at a fundamental level, I was building on top of those tools. I was building those tools so that when I combined them, I was able to do a front big more easier. So we need to get a front big. Right here, I got it. But it rotated. Wow. Okay. I don't want this video to be a battle video. So I'll bleed into the next one. Exploring, discovering, keeping your mind open to different possibilities. That leads me to trying out different, like no complies, you know, this stuff. Like just being silly, you know?
Really?
Playing, huh?
Your inner Rodney Mullen?
Channel your inner Rodney Mullen. I like that better. Just play around with these things that may seem like a waste of time, because at the end of the day, they're gonna they're gonna give you an ability that might help you out with other flat ground tricks you might encounter.
Oh.
So basically, the trick I'm battling right now is the no comply backside shove. So the lesson here is, can I keep the board under me? And I can, right here. There we go. You saw? Good. That was cool. Anyways, play around, be a kid, explore, discover. So with that can simply just mean, oh, maybe try, which leads into the next habit, try the same trick in different variations. So that can also mean, at least the way I think about it is, usually you do the kickflip with the tail, right? Like most people, do it with the nose. And see how it changes up your kickflip. You know, play around with different possibilities by changing up the way you do a trick. So that's 4. The 5th one, the bonus one, was make sure that you're slowly ramping up the bonus habit, because we forgot it, was slowly ramp up into your bag of tricks. So I would say my bag of tricks are like tray flip, hard flip, frontside flip, big spin, nollie flip, switch flip, fakie double flip, tricks like that, right? You know your own bag of tricks, but what I'm getting at is, even though you have those tricks generally, you know, 80% of the time, maybe even 100%, you want to make sure that you are still dialing in your body. You know, you're not going straight for those tricks. You make sure, or at least in my case, I make sure to do, if I'm gonna do a tray flip, do these circles, right? And when you feel warmed up, tray flip. Now, if you're really good at nollie flips, warm up your nollies. Simple. Get low, right? So even though you might have those tricks well, give yourself that, build that habit to ramp up to your bag of tricks, okay? Big spin. I do a lot of big spins, but I'll do back 180 first. All right? What other trick did I have? Oh, if I'm really good at hard. Now I'm not really good at hard flips, but I did have that trick. It kind of went away, but a way I would slowly ramp up to that one is from pops. Right? Oh! See, I lost it. I need to land one. What other trick did I say I'll ramp up to? Oh, kick flips. I mean double kick flips. That one, just making sure my flicks are good. And then, short, narrow with the stance. Oh, and flip. So, basically, ramp up to the bag of tricks you have. That's 5. Now, the bonus one, going back to the bonus one. I already gave you an example of how it helps me, because sometimes I get to the session with a restricted right hip or right glute, and so just simply loosening up that musculature. I think that's how you say it. Musculature allows me to access certain ranges of motion that I need for tricks like a switch frontside flip. For you, it might give you access to what a trick you normally have, like switch from pop simply. So it depends on your bag of tricks, but it definitely, when I do that unrestriction session with the massage ball or the foam roller, it opens up different postures that make certain tricks more efficient. You know, easier. So actually, because I'm feeling the switch frontside flip, I want to do one. Good sign. Usually I'll kick it out because I'm heavy on the left foot usually. You know?
Yeah.
But if I go in front of it, it's a better sign. So I was like kind of over the back foot. All right. But it feels good. I don't feel like I'm forcing it, you know? So it's getting better. I just want to get one good one. Ramp up to your trick. So maybe if it's taking me a while to do this, frontside 180, frontside flip, I'll do switch front 180s with the intention to stay over this foot. Lead foot, lead foot, lead foot, lead foot. So then I already feel that. I'm unrestricted. Now I have better chances. I went forward, good. Like I said, better chances. Doesn't mean you're gonna land it. First try, every try.
21 minutes.
Oh my goodness, okay. We need to get it, guys, we need to get it. So it's there, it's just not flawless. Okay. Alright. Last one, last one. Maybe if I try with the tail.
Oh, that looked good though.
Look better, huh?
Yeah.
And this is what you learn through exploration. Right. Exploration, discovery, all that stuff.
Oh.
I don't know why that works more, but that works more. I need to land it, I need to land it. I need to land a good one. Why are you going so far?
That one looked good.
No, it wasn't.
It like popped.
Alright, take a breather. It's okay, it's okay.
He's in there to do the
Just
front basement.
Tasting my basement. I did it already.
No, you didn't.
Testing my basement. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like redoing this whole video just because I'm missing this switch from side. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I wasn't doing the whole time?
What?
Guess.
Hinging your hips.
I wasn't getting low.
Yeah.
Like that one, I was like, oh shit, this one's it. Oh my god, you gotta listen to your own advice. Maybe that's another habit you want to build on. Okay. So, check it out. Oh! That one wasn't it though.
Wait, so hinging your hips?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't feel it. Right here, with the hinge hip. Engaging the full body. It is snapping though.
Yeah.
So it feels good. I feel like I'm really forcing it. Alright, we're gonna do one more of these and then do the front big because he said I didn't get it yet. That was okay. It's not the best one. But I need to listen to my own advice. You need to make sure you're incorporating these habits because they will help. All right, now frontside big. I notice when I go faster, and as long as I do a good wind up, it usually works out.
What?
honestly, these trucks, blaming the trucks on. No, but these trucks are kind of going inward. And I'm not saying that for an excuse. I'm saying that because it's important to know how to work with what you got. So knowing that, you know, sometimes you got to do this little nudge, right? And this can make a big difference. We'll see if it makes a difference for me. Because as I'm trying to spin, it's already going to the left. So I kind of push this side in, push that side. Let's see if this helps. I was closer. You gotta understand what situation you're in and work with it. Don't look for excuses, or don't use them as excuses, but instead of use them to understand where you're at. Right here.
$26.
It's okay.
I'm just scared it's gonna stop.
Wow. All right. I think we need to make sure we keep a breather. That's also another bonus. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? That's a bonus thing. Like, make sure your heart rate isn't like, isn't beating so hard. Like, you want to make sure you feel in control of your heartbeat and of your session. Don't let the fact that you're missing a trick, don't let that distract you from incorporating the things you already may know, right? Including these habits that you might want to build on top of. Dude, use your foot. Exaggerated the turn. Okay. I'm gonna start using the nose as the tail because I think that's gonna help me snap it. I know what I was doing. What I was doing on these past ones was, without even really realizing, was kicking out this way instead of just pushing down and allowing my body to turn it. So let's see if this makes a difference. Oh no, right here. Damn. It's getting to me. I'm going in front of it. Am I just jumping too high? I would have taken that one. Feel defeated. So you need to take the breather. Okay, alright. Oh, you know what I did there? I grabbed the edge of the board, so I felt a little more stable. Let's see if that helps. Nope. I think we're gonna give it 2 more tries. One more.
Give this one a really good breather. Like 10-second breathing.
I feel like I was doing that the whole time, so I can't really tell you. But point is, these habits, it's not about giving you the position of like, oh, I'm gonna land everything first try. It's more of just increasing your chances to land your tricks a bit more consistently. And the way things like exploring tricks helps that too, it's because it gives you better control over your board overall. So even though you a switch no comply isn't going to exactly teach you how to do a kickflip, what it will do is improve your board control overall. So everything leads to improving skateboarding, but these are just some habits that are going to help you in the sense of skating flat ground, so that you improve these tricks at a very fundamental level to take them and use them as tools for what you wish in skateboarding. Having said that, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this far and seeing me battle. See you in the next video.